Everyone has a dream car, the car that started it all, the car you can't stop thinking about, can't stop Google searching. It's the wallpaper on your phone, the first thing you search on Marketplace. For me, that car is the Datsun Z. Well, that and the Porsche GT3, but we'll leave that one for another day. And that is why I decided to buy this Datsun 280ZX. This is a 1981 Datsun 280ZX, and the reason that I bought this is because I could not afford a Datsun 240Z, 260Z, or even a 280Z. So we went for the ugly duckling. I bought this car on August 2019. That is 4 years ago, which is actually insane to me because it doesn't feel like that. Time flies when you're having fun. I paid $1,500 for this car, although as you can see, this car was in very, very bad condition when I first bought it, to the point where I almost shouldn't have bought it. There was a lot of rust, a lot of bits and pieces kind of just thrown in the car. Someone had restored the car, but then not put it back together and then left it outside to rust. So they'd actually done a really good job of the restoration, but then they didn't finish it. And when you don't finish it and the weather gets to everything, these cars are very prone to rust, and it just went to crap. Luckily, we got our hands on it. And off camera, for the past long while, since we dynoed this thing last on the channel and it slipped the clutch, I've been slowly working away at getting this thing as good as I can get it personally. So we painted the car and it's looking awesome. We spent a little over 60 hours wet sanding, polishing, ceramic coating this car. It was an insane process. I didn't film a lot of it because no one really wants to watch someone polish a car. But as you can see, it's come out just beautifully. What I would say is the bodywork isn't absolutely perfect on the car because I did it myself, and I'm not a professional body worker. Wait, what do you call it? I'm not a panel beater. And I'm not a panel beater by any means, but the standard that we've got this car to, I am super happy with it. Like, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Thanks to beautiful people like my friend Bailey here who's working on the car.
What up?
G'day, mate. You guys may recognize him from the last live stream we did, but Bailey is currently installing a wideband controller for our L28 motor. I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but I'm gonna do a little bit more. Just to update you guys who have never seen this car before on exactly what we're working with. So this is a Datsun L28 motor. It's the original motor that came in the car. It runs amazingly, but we decided we were going to bolt a turbo onto it. You can go back and watch the series on how we did it if you want to see it in depth, but I'll give you a short overview of how it's done right now. So it's running the stock exhaust manifold. These are not a cross flow head, so exhaust manifold and intake manifold are on the same side. But what we've gone ahead and done is we made what we call a reach around pipe. So the reach around goes under the sump and comes up the other side of the motor, and we have the turbo up this side. This thing sounds incredible. We don't know if it goes incredibly yet because we slipped the clutch at 170 kilowatts. So we've got a lot more power to make in this thing. It's running a Haltech ECU. It's got GDR injectors in it, front mount intercooler. It's a very basic setup, but honestly, this thing sounds off its head. Man, I'm talking a lot. And I've been waiting a while to make this exact video because in this video, we're doing the final assembly of the 280ZX. So by the time this video is done, the car should be pretty well all together. There'll be some stuff we need to button up, but that's fine. We should be able to drive it out there and look at it fully complete for the first time, which is super exciting. So first up, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw the bonnet on the car, but we're gonna start assembling the car. Frickin' pumped. Poor man's Porsche, they call it, but I would say it's as cool as a Porsche, really. Let's go. Look at that. That is just so good. Part of me is like, wishes I could leave this car like as a Frankenstein like it is now, because it looks so cool when it's just with the front end off and like no flares and stuff on it, but it's a work of art, guys. This is so sick. But now we're quickly just having a quick look at the tune. We got the wideband installed thanks to Bailey. Yeah, boy, you've done well. It seems to be working, we think.
We believe so. We'll find out in a second.
Yeah, we can start the car.
Any tricks to it?
No, it just starts, bro. Well, usually. Alright, so we've been mucking around with the car and just like tuning for the last hour or so, trying to figure out the wideband wasn't actually working. We know now that it's the sensor and we need a new one. So we're going to come back tomorrow because we want to muck around a little bit with the tuning stuff as well as putting the car back together, because I'm hoping in this video we can actually get the car out on the road, which would be really exciting, but it'll depend on how hard that we work. We're going to get some sleep. Our eyes are sore from all the fuel that's in this building from running the car. It's literally like that. So I'll see you guys in the morning. We'll continue this putting together process of the 280ZX. Let's go. Bye. So we're back, we're feeling good, ready to smash out the 280ZX. And of course, as Murphy's Law would have it, the car went flat overnight. It has some kind of parasitic drain. So it's currently stuck under the hoist because I'm the only one here at the moment. God damn, look how good it looks just sitting there. So I've got it on charge. I thought while we have it on charge, we may as well get some of the other jobs we need to get done. So here we have our bumpers sitting on the paint rack. Basically what I'm gonna do is give these a quick refresh. So as you can see, they've just been sitting for ages. They don't look the best. The lights need polishing, the metal needs polishing, the black needs re-blackening, I guess you'd say. And like these bumpers obviously like 40 years old and they've got weathering like you can see here, which doesn't look the best. I painted them matte black like quite a while ago. But what I've decided to do is the exact same thing that I've done on the flares. I tried so many different options on the flares to see like what would look best on our car. So at first I actually painted them gloss black with a beautiful clear coat on them. And I had them on the car sitting here in the shop, but I just wasn't stoked on the gloss black on top of the gloss blue. It just didn't look quite right. Then I sprayed the matte black, but I wasn't stoked on the matte black because it just looks, I don't know, a little bit cheap when it's just a flat matte black. But what I did eventually come up with and end up doing, it took me a bit of trial and error, was doing a textured finish on the flares. So the way I achieved this textured look, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it looks like super nice. It also just gets rid of any little imperfections in the flares and it just looks really good, especially against the shiny blue. You guys will get to see it properly later when we fit the flares. And I'm gonna do the same thing on our bumpers for the exact same reason that it kind of hides imperfections, and also you want your bumpers and your flares and everything else to kind of have the same texture and look on the car, so everything's nice and consistent. I also did the exact same thing with our fender mirrors as well. It's got the textured finish, looks super awesome. I actually built these fender mirrors out of 2 different fender mirrors, which is crazy. So I had some chrome ones and then I had the black plastic ones. The black plastic ones are kind of cheap, so what I did was actually combined the 2. One thing I would say about these is they shake like a lot when they're on the car, so it's kind of hard to see out of them. Usually they only come with 1 bolt here, so the silver one you can see. So what I did was I tapped and thread another M6 thread into the plastic so that we now have 2 bolt points to hold the mirror down, just to kind of give it a bit more strength as it presses against the panel, and that way hopefully the mirror doesn't shake as much when it's on the car, but we won't know of course until we fit them. But the fender mirrors look super cool. I cannot wait to chuck these on. Let's go ahead, we'll mask up the bumpers. I've already masked this one up and kind of started to paint it off camera, but we'll do the whole lot together and I'll show you guys how I get this textured finish done. Refresh these so we can go ahead and fit them onto our car. First up, we're removing the indicators so we can give them a nice polish. Next up, we give the bumpers a nice wipe down with prep spray to remove any unwanted oils, mask up the parts we don't want to spray, and give the bumper a quick scuff with 1500 grit sandpaper so our new paint has a nice surface to adhere to. Finally, it's time to lay down some satin black paint. So we've coated the bumpers in the satin black. It's looking great. I'm pretty happy with it, but as I said, this car isn't perfect, including the bumpers. There are some imperfections, and for the most part, I don't mind that because that's what gives these old Datsuns a lot of their character. And saying that, as I said, I wouldn't mind getting rid of some of the imperfections on the bumpers, and to achieve that textured look, I use 2 products. So I use this Satin 2K Clear. I get this from the paint shop, and basically what I do is mist it over the surface, and what that does is give it that textured look because this stuff is quite thick. But then I don't actually want the bumper to be satin, I want it to be matte black. So I use this deluxe matte clear coat to finish it off, and again I just dust this over the satin clear and it gives it this like halfway between matte and satin textured finish. The textured look just looks so good. Like, Definitely still imperfections. I am honest with you guys, I'm not gonna lie, but it covers up so many of them, which is exactly what I was going for. It took me like 4 experimentations of like painting to try and get that exact look, but that is the bumpers done, which is magic. Before we put our indicator lights back in, is we're gonna give them a buff because they are faded, because they are 40 years old. I don't even know if that's right. 1981, we're in 2023. 42 years old, Jesus. That's crazy, that's like older than me, but not by much, because I'm old. You ready for the satisfying goodness? Ooh, there it is. Love me some fresh, matte black on chrome. These bits are absolutely not perfect, but again, I don't mind that. It kind of adds to the character of the car. Like I said, it's a 42-year-old car, so it's gonna have little imperfections here and there. One day, maybe I'll go for like that crazy, absolutely perfect car look, but the problem with that is, as soon as you do like one little thing to it, you cry yourself to sleep because your perfect car has a little ding in it. Whereas this thing is gonna look absolutely awesome, and it's gonna have its little character imperfections as well, which it's all good. I know, I can see you perfectionists looking at the screen right now being like, no! I'm sorry, it is what it is, but you know, we're all different type of people, and this is just the type of person I am. I need coffee. Or maybe I don't. So I quickly just polished the chrome parts of our bumpers using this auto sole polish. Man, it works a freaking treat. Looks so good. So now the bumpers are looking $1,000,000 absolutely compared to what they did look like. But I've had enough faffing around, so I'm actually gonna throw the bumpers on the car. I'm very excited. It's finally time to start putting this thing actually together. We've been waffling in this video enough as it is. Cam Martin and Bailey are on their way here, so it's gonna be a pretty fun evening, but let's get this car together, man. Bumpers on, let's go. Fitting things like bumpers by yourself on a freshly resprayed car is pretty nerve-wracking because, of course, you don't want to scratch the paint. But I'm impatient, so I got to work fitting the bumpers myself. These electric ratchets are literally invaluable for screwing up bolts like this in such annoying tight places. And just like that, she is done. Oh my God, this thing is gonna look bonkers when it's done. Seeing the bumpers on the car, I'm so stoked I took the time to give them a refresh as they look absolutely amazing against the freshly polished Bayside Blue paint job. The boys have arrived. Cameron Martin, welcome.
Hello.
Bailey, what's going on? Dang, that thing is cool. Also, it smells so nice. Smells like I'm at Speedway.
I'm pretty sure one of my V-bands fell off on that bump on the freeway.
Oh no.
So it's very loud now.
Dodgy car.
Also,
See his nice little pipe down the side?
Oh,
I don't know if it's that or the side
did you do this
screamer.
side exit screamer pipe? Side exit screamer.
Naughty boy.
Super legal.
Hell yeah.
This thing is so clean. Insert video of this car shooting flames. So our indicators and freaking front bumpers on look so good, but I want an honest opinion from Cam because we painted it together, right?
Oh, it looks 10 times better now after polishing and stuff like that. But your front bar is amazing and I don't like it.
Yeah, so the front bar is on, but the OCD person will see the gap here, and then the gap here is different. So this car has probably been in a prang at some point. And it's also a Datsun from 1981. So yeah, but what we need to do is basically Dremel out the holes in the bumper. I actually like this side because it's tucked in, and like the biggest thing I hate is bumpers that stick out like heaps, which these cars kind of do. So we'll essentially be doing a bumper tuck. But this side needs to go back like a whole 10 mils to tuck it under. So we're gonna do that. But what we're actually gonna do quickly is put the fender mirrors on because I'm really excited about that. So this is like a big part of the build. You're gonna put that one on the wrong side, I can see. Yeah, so has it got the rubber plastic?
Yeah, got it.
Thing? Sweet.
Alright. What the hell is going on here?
Yep. There you go. Lovely. Man, it's nice having someone else here doing it and I get to film.
I dropped the nut.
Did you drop it?
Give me
That's
that,
nice.
Give me that nut.
Yeah, get under there. You got to get the nut?
Maybe. Thank you, sir.
I got you. Don't do them like up too tight, just tweak them up nicely, yeah?
I'm doing it as tight as I can.
Okay, the plastic mirrors, please don't break them. Here you can see one mirror is fitted, and now Cam literally has to have a drink break after fitting one mirror.
It's a hard life being your slave, Mike.
There's 2 mirrors on the car.
Yeah, Bailey can do the other one.
Oh my god. Invite friends to come and help you, they said.
I never said I was home, I've come to drink and eat.
Well, you've done both of those things very well. Congratulations.
Thank you. Straight in. Like a glove. I'm too old to be doing this.
YouTube Inception going on right here. We're watching Cam's new video. Link in the description. Go check him out.
Oh yeah, cheers guys.
Sick channel. Also, the R33 just looks so damn good. Look at that. And my camera makes it look better.
All filmed on iPhone here, baby.
Let's go.
You can...
Throwing this last indicator in on this side. Try not to scratch the car while I film and talk to you guys. Did you get that on camera? Jesus Christ.
Oof. God, this thing looks good.
It's better, yeah, for sure. I'm like super happy with it. Alright, we're getting somewhere.
Are we putting the flares on now?
Yeah, put the flares on now. I've been holding it off just because like, that's the sickest bit, you know?
Hell yeah.
It is the time you guys have all been waiting for. We're putting the flares on. I know, I've been holding out on you guys because I know that's the thing that everyone wants to see. And we're gonna do it now. The way that this works, we have our flares, which is sweet, but then we have this rubber, which goes like in between the flares and the body, and it kind of just tidies the whole look up. It just tidies up any little gaps that would generally be between these flares and the body of our car. Action.
Action.
Cam Martin on the filming, son. Let's go. How's it look? How do I look?
I've never been so like aroused right now.
Sweet, that's good. Pretty much, very simple process. We've already obviously got all of our rib nuts in, so we just tentatively fit the flares. Is that what they say?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, dude.
Move your fat head.
I can't.
You're ruining the video.
Your video? Alright, I had to put a voice over here because Cam talks so much shit, you guys would have probably unsubscribed if I'd have left it in. But fitting the rubber behind these flares is absolutely essential, and it really tidies up the overall look. These flares really are the finishing touch, and man, how good does that look? That looks absolutely amazing. Holy crap. What do you reckon, Cam?
Have you got the headlight?
Nah, no headlight in yet.
Oh, okay, yeah. It looks awesome. I'm loving it.
Yeah?
The blue popping with the gold wheels. Especially with it being buffed and polished, man. I love it. It's a whole nother car now.
That's crazy, isn't it? Jesus, look at it go.
Looks so good in the camera.
Yeah, it looks crazy, doesn't it?
I don't think it does it justice though.
But there's a couple of things, like the front wheel fitment obviously is a little bit hashy going with the fitment there, but that's fine. We can dial that in as we go. But last but not least, of course, we need to fit the headlights, give the car some eyes, and just chuck these last trims on into the bonnet. We haven't painted these yet. I'm going to. I ran out of the 2K satin clear, but I already black, so that's all right. I'm actually going to try and find a new one of these on eBay. I have seen them around because this is cactus. This has always been not the best, and it's got like broken bits on it. But for now, obviously, it'll do. Are you going to try and give it a red hot crack?
Yeah.
Cam's smart. He's a smart guy.
Don't talk too soon, my friend.
Yeah.
I think you're typing in a way, maybe?
Nah, you're right. You're in. You do have to like slide it in like that and then lift it up a little bit.
Hooked on a wire.
Oh, you hooked on a wire.
Look. That's it.
Yep.
Right there.
Got to show you guys the underside of the bonnet as well. This used to look so bad, and now the satin black looks so much better. Little touches just go such a long way. There is nothing better than you and your mates hanging out, talking shit and building cars together. This was one of the best car days I've had in recent memory, and I cannot wait to absolutely thrash Cam in his S14 when this thing is tuned. We fit the last of the exterior pieces to the car, and it was finally time to see the 280ZX in its final form. Alright, so it is the moment of truth, the moment you've all pretty much been waiting for. We're going to put that bonnet down and see how this thing looks. We haven't seen it with the bonnet down yet after it's fully complete. Are you going to do the honours? Do you know how to shut that bonnet?
No, I figured it out.
How good is it, front popping bonnet though?
Pretty cool.
Alright, let it down, son. Yeah, no, it stays up by itself. It's really good. Ooh, it'll just kind of sit there for now. You can push it, I think. There you go. Ooh. Dang. Holy.
Oh, yeah. You need to clean those tyres, man.
Yeah, I know, now the tires and stuff are dirty from sitting in the shop.
There's always something that lets it down.
There's always something, but my God. Front needs to come down a little bit, but that's all right. Dialing in the fitment and stuff like that is something we can do later on. Stuff like this, it's taken us all night. Just to like...
Wow, we've been stuffing around a lot.
Yeah, we've been stuffing around a lot, but like just to do like little things, because you just take your time and try and get it right. But yeah, it looks so good. The tires are so tough, huh? Semi-slick. Oh, looks so good.
Car with like the fat rear end look.
I know.
Like,
oh my God.
Boy is like this piece of crap. It makes it look so much worse.
Yeah, we've got to do your car next. This S14 needs some love, but...
There's some other things.
Oh my God, I'm over the moon with this. This is ridiculous. Couple of wee gaps we need to fix. I mean, gosh. For a 280ZX, I don't know, have you seen 280ZX and what they look like stock?
Oh yeah, I saw this. This thing looks like...
And this is a Series 1, which are like the better looking ones, but they don't look very good. So to get it to like this stage where, yeah, it looks this good is pretty freaking...
I've definitely never really been a fan of these cars.
Yeah.
But this thing, like, I rate it. I do like this car a lot.
It's got the cam stick
the
of...
fitment you got and like the way it looks aggressive and I like it.
Hell yeah, cam stick of approval.
She thick.
I got the upshot on you right now. She thick. Yeah. It's good. I've still got probably a million jobs left to do on this thing. Like it looks complete, but it's still not complete. Last 10% always takes 90% of the time. We've still got to put all the window trims on, so the trims that go around the front window. What I actually have done with this car though, like, is delete a huge amount of stuff. So like usually it has headlight sprayers here. It has like headlight wipers. They have trim that go, like chrome trim that go around the back windows. We remove that, like a whole bunch of stuff. Just trying to keep the car looking a bit more simple, a bit more 280Z, 260Z, 240Z kind of looking, because I reckon the 280ZXs were kind of done over the top.
Do they normally have like a headlight cover here or something?
You can buy headlight covers, plastic ones, but that's aftermarket.
Yeah, and ugly.
Yeah, I don't like them. Bailey does.
Do you like them?
Yeah. Yeah, the headlight covers have never really been my thing. That is the end of this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed the antics that went down. I was really hoping we could street tune it a little bit with Bailey, but unfortunately we couldn't get our hands on an O2 sensor in time. Nonetheless, thank you boys very much for your help. Mostly moral support. No, a little bit more than that, but this thing is looking absolutely incredible. Next up, obviously, we'll be taking it to the dyno. So very interested to see what kind of numbers the L28 makes, if I'm honest. What's your guess? Go. 230? That would be amazing.
211.8.
211.8. I am happy with anything over 200 kilowatts. It looks the part, now we need to make it drive the part, but yeah, I mean, what more can we say? This thing is just ridiculous. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired some of you guys. I hope Cam inspired some of you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy it. Go follow Cam's channel, hit that like button. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Turbo 280ZX, wide flares, semi-slicks. Good times. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.